not the best gun to be going in by yourself with, because there's guns a lot better you can run, especially running into a situation like that. If you're gonna have to escape and move around a lot, you're gonna need a gun that you can move quickly with. At least an AK or something. It's best not to have a slow person for that. But yeah, just you're just gonna have to play it like if okay if the red team they're all sitting in their spawn, which is probably the worst thing they can ever do. Then yeah, it's a pretty easy thing to do. You can move around rather freely, but usually that's not the case, and you're gonna have to deal with people coming at you. And if there's 8 people on their team, you're most likely going to deal with quite a few of them, I should say. But yeah, an escape tactic. Well, I just suggest not even going there in the first place, because I mean you're saying basically you every time you do that, you're dying most of the times at least. So maybe you should realize that maybe that's not the best thing you should do. Yeah, maybe you get some kills, but are you losing the game because of it? Um, an escape tactic. Well, you know the escape route, so you're just gonna have to find an open point. uh, it's kind of hard to do if there's swarms of enemies around you. So you're just gonna have to choose one of the two escape ways. The one you either came in or the one on the far left. A tactic to rush through and kill people while and still being alive. Yeah, you're just gonna have to hope the enemy has no clue what they're doing and sit in the spawn, because otherwise they're gonna be all around you. I mean, I'll do it just because I get just for some fun here and there, but I I really don't suggest it if you're trying to play serious. Like I only do that when I'm not playing seriously. Like if I don't care about winning the game, I'll rush in. But that's it. Let's see here. Second, have any advice on how to move around quickly or having your gun out at all times, but still having your heavy gun out? Um, I guess you could just buy speed items if you want to keep your MG36 out and running. It's really the only thing you can do to speed your guy up. Uh, run in diagonals, I guess. Of course, running with your knife will always get you the fastest, or with a grenade, but if you want to keep your gun out, there's really not a whole lot you can do. And yep, that's one thing. When you're choosing that MG36, you're designating yourself as a support character. You're just laying down cover fire from one spot. Usually, you're not going to be moving around a lot, so you're just kind of sitting down and shooting at a path that the enemy can't get through. So yeah, good luck. Um, let's see. It seems to me like you don't really like using this MG36. Like you're having a really hard time. Or I mean, I don't have fun. One thing I do in shooting games. One of my favorite things to do is use a heavy machine gun like an MG36 that you got to set up. And take time to actually figure out a position and everything like that. But this game, I don't even use it. I don't even use sniper rifles or anything, or not too much, just because you run so slow. And in my opinion, the machine gun in this is pretty weak. It sounds weak. It's not like powerful, but to me, that's just the reason I don't do it. Just a personal preference. Not that it sucks or anything, but it really slows you down in this game. You're definitely gonna be a support character if you're using that. Okay, I guess tapping or something. Anyway, um, let's go on to the fourth post here, the last one. Um, hey, I have a couple of questions. Would you consider the kind of glitch thing in Plasma when the guy is on top of a building near the bottom bomb a bannable offense? Well, how did he get up there? Uh, that's my question to you, I guess. How did he get up there? The only way to get up there is to glitch, so I don't understand how that's not a bannable offense. You can't argue any other way. You're gonna get banned for doing it. There's no way to argue. Everyone, it's just, I mean, yeah, there's an argument, but it's a really dumb argument, you know. Oh, they could shoot me still. No, that's a stupid argument. They're not expecting you to be there because you're not supposed to be there. It's a glitch to get there. Okay. What do you think about third point of view? Like advantages, do you ever use it? Disadvantages? I know many people whine about how you can peek corners and cheat with it. I just try to avoid games with point of view after hearing comments. Well, point of view, I get, yeah, obvious advantages are you can, oh, I guess point of view is in this game too, but I'm not paying attention when I do these shows to this game, so, I'm really not using it. I'm not even playing, but, yeah, I don't even pay attention, so I didn't even know that last game ended. I hope nothing got cut off, but, anyway, I didn't say too much. Yeah, advantages, obviously, you can see around stuff. It's all disabled this game. Watch out, dude. This dude's not moving. Okay. Not looking out for his fellow teammates, but... Yeah, that's the obvious advantage. Disadvantage, there's one reason I don't use it in this game. I don't mind using it at all. I don't mind it. It's a feature in the game, so it'll change the game. It'll definitely change the game, but the one reason I don't use it is because all tournaments and clan wars, you have to have that function disabled, so you might as well practice without using it. If you practice with using it all the time, you're going to have a hard time adjusting to the style of play where you actually have to peek around the corner to see there by exposing your body. There's nothing wrong with using it, but that's why I always play with it off in this game, just because of the fact tournaments and clan wars force you to disable it, so it's good practice. People complain about it. The people that complain saying, it's unfair because you can peek around corners, well, why don't they peek around corners, That's really, it's not like one team gets it and the other team doesn't. Everybody gets it. So all they're complaining about is that they're not experienced enough to use it. They haven't gotten enough practice. They're not smart enough to realize how to use it. But yeah, just I don't listen to those people, But yeah. And let's see here. One last question. How do you think the best way to attack blue when in plasma? I always get crushed when on red and in plasma. I guess I died there. Basically, well, your job in red is to plant the bomb, so you really shouldn't be moving past the bomb areas. You shouldn't be moving towards the enemy spawn. So pretty much just take your entire team and go either, choose a path and go either far left, far right. I wouldn't suggest taking that middle thing because snipers have that far scope on you. But, yeah, so just clear out one area and plant the bomb. That's usually your best chance. So get in there fast, take positions fast. That on red, you really want to just get into those main areas as fast as you can and beat the blue team to those areas. I found that whoever has control of those areas first, in general, usually end up having control of the area in the end because they have the defensive positions and the other teams cannot assault safely. Blue can usually, but if red doesn't grab those quickly, they usually lose with a bunch of people covering each other. So yeah, that's your best chance, is just to get in there as fast as you can and have everybody work together and take care of that. And that pretty much concludes this episode, I think. I'm just going to check up on one last thing. But if that thing I don't need to talk about, then I won't talk about it. And thanks for tuning in. And thanks for listening. And thanks for watching. And thanks for feeling, and smelling, and tasting. Whatever. I'm just rambling. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for checking this thing out, and I will see you all later.